Hey guys, Barry again with Barry's A-Track and Classic Car Radio Repair, and tonight's kind of melancholy. Basically, I have to refuse service to a customer. Um, when I've got a packing method that I absolutely require all customers to use. It involves wrapping a cardboard sleeve around the entire unit in such a way that it overhangs the controls so that even if it gets jostled around in the box, nothing can bump up against those controls. It can't hit the side of the box, and it can't hit the other side of the box. No matter what happens to it, it's got that protective cardboard sleeve around it. And so, nothing will happen to the controls or these delicate plastic buttons. Now, I just weighed it. This is a 9-pound hunk of steel with plastic buttons sticking out of it and delicate aluminum control shafts. Alrighty. And now let me show you the damage that resulted from that. What happened was the unit got jostled around in shipping, and what often happens is this control impacted the side of the box and it got pushed in, and as a result, now this is going to be kind of awkward trying to do this, but I'll try it. Let's see here. Alright, let's see if we can shine a light in there. Yeah, you can see it, I think. Notice that that long row of vertical metal stripes that's the control. That's a multi-section control. Only this model radio uses that control. That's a 7-section control. Volume left, volume right, tone left, tone right, track change, and probably pull to eject as well, and on-off switch. So that's a 7-section control. You're never going to find it except in a similar unit. Nobody makes these anymore, and you can see that the sections have been separated. There's a good 1/4-inch gap between sections of this control. This control is trashed. And because the control moved back, I'm trying to move backwards here. You can see where the plug for the A-track is not square anymore. It's bent. It's really bent badly because the control smashed against it in turn from being impacted from the front. So that 8-track switch is most likely damaged. The circuit board underneath it is probably damaged as well. There's probably some broken traces and stuff. So that's bad enough. But here is. This is part of my work order. This is page 9 of my work order, where it has my turn time options, and the very last thing it says before the customer has to initial that page is your unit will be your unit will be returned unserviced if not packed per instructions on my packing page. Initial here. Look at that. I mean, the guy's initials are almost touching the writing. So this is just inexcusable. It's inexcusable. It's tragic. I also kind of consider it an act of disrespect towards me. It's like, it almost makes me think like, well, if he wants the business, he'll deal with it. Well, no, I don't want the business, and I won't deal with it. So I'm just, even if, I mean, obviously I can fix all this stuff, but the thing is, it has a conversion board previously installed. Now these boards can hold a charge. They have a capacitor on them, so these boards can hold a charge, and even when it's not powered up, if the wrong things short out together, it could blow this board. So, we're talking about a lot of liability here. We're talking about a very time-consuming repair operation during my busiest month, nonetheless. First quarter is absolute nightmare around here for any radio shop. But I'm just not, this could be a future liability for me that I don't deserve, and I'm not going to accept. So I'm simply not going to get involved in this customer. I'm going to send his unit back. I'm going to collect shipping costs to send it back from him. I'm going to send it back, and I'm never going to work for him again, or I'm never going to work for him, period. This is just, like, what if I did fix this thing, and say, 6 months later, something weird goes out and he has to send it back, and it comes back with all kinds of damage and shit like that, and I've already charged him money to work on it previously, so he's going to expect some kind of a break on that, and that's just not what you do to Barry's A-Track Repair. I'm not some dollar store tech. I've got 5 years as a top level avionics technician. I get work from all over the world. I don't need the business of people who don't give enough shit about their own radios. And I'm supposed to pay attention to my own workmanship among this stuff. So I'm just not going to get involved with this customer. I hate to say it and I hate to do it. It naturally screws me out of a job, and I would make a profit on this. I would make a heck of a profit on it because we're talking. Several $100s just to fix the damage here. I could make a real killing off this, but I don't want any future hassles from the fact that someone else has worked on it previously, and I could blow their board, or it may already be blown just from the damage that's been caused without the radio even powered up. So I'm not going to power it up. I'm just going to put the cover back on, and I'm going to collect shipping costs from the customer, and it's going back. And that's going to be it. This is, the precautions that I take to make sure these customers' units arrive safely. I really stress myself out over it, and I get really aggravated over it because still people don't listen, and I have to fix stuff. But I'm just tired of it, and I'm not going to keep doing it. And it is in the contract. It is right here where the customer initialed it. It's in huge bold lettering. Your unit will be returned unserviced if not packed per instructions on my packing page. He throws it into a box with a little bit of bubble wrap. Okay, so that's all I had to say. I'm sorry if I come across, pissed off. Well, I am pissed off. I just lost out on a really lucrative job because I don't trust this guy to take care of his unit properly if something happens again and he has to send it back. I don't trust him to even use bubble wrap next time. I think he'd probably be a little bit angry because if I worked on it and then it messed up, he might even be more careless about packing it. So, no, I'm not going to get involved with this guy. So thanks for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time.